I should probably say good afternoon and welcome back to another episode of Vlogmas. I'm actually starting this vlog quite a bit later today, and I'm not gonna lie, I kind of can't believe that I'm coming on looking like this. I really do feel like Vlogmas, there's like no boundaries, there are no rules. You really do get to see everything in December. So this is what I'm currently looking like this morning, but I'm starting this vlog a little bit later this afternoon because I'm actually going out tonight. So I have basically been spending the morning doing a bit of admin, getting myself sorted for the day, doing all the boring editing and emails and all of the stuff that you guys do not want to see. But I've had these eye patches on for about the last hour, and I feel like they're really helping give me a little bit of life, because as much as I'm enjoying being busy, my goodness me, it is showing at the moment, and especially in my under eyes. I find that I'm not someone who normally gets like big under eye bags. I'm quite lucky like that. I say lucky, it's probably also got something to do with the fact that I have no children, I have no pets, there's nothing that's like disturbing my sleep at night. So when I go to bed, I sleep right through until the morning. So depending on whether I'm getting up 5:30, 6, 7, I've had a nice restful night's sleep, so yeah. But Vlogmas is really starting to tie me, and I feel like it's really starting to show. So I've just put on some under eye like brightening, what are they called? So I've just put on this morning the Detoxif eye patches from Pixi. They are depuffing eye patches, and I believe they've got caffeine in them. Under eyes are revived, refreshed and rehydrated, infused with cucumber and gold to help soothe, nourish and fortify. Hyaluronic acid and caffeine smooths and depuffs, aiding in reducing the appearance of dark circles. They really, really are great, and I want to make sure that I am in top form because I have a really, really exciting party tonight. Tonight is the Red Party from YouTube. They're having a big Christmas party tonight. I'm so looking forward to it. I feel like this is basically my work Christmas party, because obviously being self-employed, I'm doing this by myself. I don't exactly have an office that can throw a Christmas party that I can enjoy with like other colleagues. The only other person that I kind of like work with is my manager, and we have a meal booked at the end of this week, which will be really, really lovely, so that me and her can have a bit of a one-on-one celebration. But tonight I feel like I'm getting a work Christmas party. There's going to be loads of other YouTubers there, which basically feels like I have colleagues. There's going to be the YouTube team. It's going to be so much fun. So I gave myself a nice, fairly relaxing morning on my laptop, just catching up on everything that I need to do. And I thought I would get ready a little bit later so that my makeup is nice and fresh and ready for tonight. I also washed my hair this morning, hence why it's looking so like fluffy. It always goes so fluffy when I washed it. I just blow dried it with the GHD Helios just so that it was nice and like smooth and ready for styling. And I feel like the products that I'm using for my hair at the moment, let me show you actually because I've got them here, they're really, really helping with regards to my hair health and just kind of making sure that it's like the best that it can look 90% of the time. Obviously after getting it cut and coloured again, I really, really, really want to work hard and making sure that I'm keeping it moisturised, I'm keeping it nourished and just keeping it looking beautiful. So one of the biggest differences that I have seen is from using the Philip Kingsley Daily Damage Defence. Now I am someone whose hair knots really, really easily. I feel like my hair is getting caught in the eye patch. My hair gets so knotty. I don't know what it is, but I can literally just leave it like this and I guarantee the back of my hair is going to have knots in it right now, and I only brushed it through about 10 minutes ago, and I'm finding that this is helping me so much with regards to brushing my hair after the shower. So it's a daily leave-in conditioner, and I really try not to spray it at the top of my hair, because I do find if I ever have conditioner at like my roots, it gets really greasy, it gets like weighed down, it's just not the best for it. Whereas if I'm spraying it kind of like basically from my ear down, it really helps with detangling those knots without like ripping through my hair, which is something that I've always really worried about, is making sure that my hair isn't being like damaged as I'm brushing it through. I also use this is the Tangle Teaser with the handle. This really is just the best brush. I absolutely love it. Just detangling, de-knotting, and I find that it's not like breaking my hair at all, so it's a really, really good one. It's a little bit gross, it's got hair in it. So yes, the Philip Kingsley paired with the Tangle Teaser is such a great one at just making sure that when I'm brushing my hair and after I get out of the shower, I'm not doing any more damage to it. And then the two products that I feel like are really helping with regards to like the moisturization of my hair and like the nourishment of it are these two products here. So first of all is the Tresemme Heat Protection Spray. I actually watched a video recently and it was like a piece of paper, one of which they'd sprayed heat protection spray in and one of them they didn't, and they drew their hair straighteners through it, and oh my god, The one without the heat protection spray on it went black, and the one with it was absolutely undamaged. So I'm really making an effort to make sure that I use this every single day, because I pretty much use heat on my hair every day if I'm not putting it back in like a slicked back bun. So this is really helping. And then I'm also using a hair oil every single day. I used to think that hair oil was something that you only use like once a month, once in a blue moon, maybe once a week, but I'm now using it every single day, and I feel like it's really helping just with regards to like the ends of my hair and the dryness of it. I feel like when you get out of the shower, do you ever find that even though your hair's wet, it feels dry, like it feels damaged? And I find that this is really helping with that. So this is a TIGI copyright custom create color lust oil, so I'll link those down below. And I feel like they are really helping with my hair health and just making sure that it's kind of like the best that it can be, and that I'm not going to be doing any more damage, because obviously I color it, I style it, and just make sure that it is maintained to the best of my ability. So I do really need to start getting ready for tonight, but before I do, I have some really exciting things to show you. Now, I'm not gonna lie, if you told me a couple of months ago that I would be sitting looking like this, doing an unboxing with eye patches on, I wouldn't have believed you. But I really want to use some of these products tonight for the event, and I thought they would look so beautiful for a bit of a festive party makeup look. These are from one of my favorite beauty brands. So we're going to be doing a bit of an unboxing, which I am super excited about. So these are from Bobbi Brown, which, as you guys know, I'm sure is one of my favorite beauty brands. I feel like Bobbi Brown holds such a special place in my heart, because it's actually the first proper makeup brand that I ever tried, like other than like drugstore things that I would buy with my pocket money and like my paper round money when I was about 12, 13. This is the first brand that I ever started using proper makeup from. And I do remember when I was maybe, it must have been maybe about 13, 14, my mum taking me to Bobbi Brown and being like, look, if you're going to start wearing makeup, you need to learn how to do it properly. And I had a session with one of the makeup artists. She used some really lovely products on me. Like, they kept it really light or really natural, perfect for a 13, 14-year-old. And I got to pick some products for my birthday. And I actually do remember, I must have been younger than that actually, because I remember for my 12th birthday, I got the Bobbi Brown makeup book, which is still currently downstairs. I might go and get it. I'm a little bit out of breath after that, but this is the book that I'm talking about. So this is Bobbi Brown Makeup Manual, from everyone from beginner to pro. And I do remember begging my mum for this when I would have been 11, turning 12, and I believe we've got a note in here, yes. So I know this was my 12th birthday, because it says in here, happy 12th birthday, sweetheart, love, mum and dad. And then she wrote a little note at the bottom saying, P.S. you know you're beautiful just as you are, which I just think is the cutest thing ever. And I do remember reading through this and literally just soaking up all the info, and it was really what helped me learn how to do makeup properly. So I was never one of those girls at school that had, like, you know, the orange foundation, like foundation lips, or that kind of line here, because I remember my mum's like, I'm not going to let you walk around like that. So Bobbi Brown holds such a special place in my heart, and I feel like everything in this makeup book is actually still very relevant, because it's all about really like natural everyday makeup, feeling beautiful in who you are, and using makeup not to change yourself, just like enhance those little features. So that's one of my favorite things about Bobbi Brown. I feel like as an artist, she is just revolutionary in makeup, and I love the products that they create. So I thought I would do a little bit of an unboxing whilst I look like this before we start getting ready. So now the first product I'm so excited to unbox is the Shimmer Brick Compact. I used to be obsessed with these, absolutely obsessed. I've not had one for years now. This is in the shade Bronze, which I feel like is just their iconic shade, and oh my goodness me, look at how stunning that is. Oh, it's just the most beautiful like shimmery shade of compact colors, and the way that it's got all the colors running through it. I feel like this was one of the first brands as well that showed me how to kind of use different colors and different elements to create such a natural look, like you would have seen in my everyday makeup, Christmas festive makeup look, that I'm really loving to use like two different bronzers to create such a natural bronzy contoured look. And I feel like Bobbi Brown was kind of the first makeup artist to really start doing that. She really pioneered it. So that is just absolutely stunning. So many gorgeous shades in there. You've got like the pearlescent white, like the creamy bronzy colors. You've got a little bit of pink in there, so it just makes such a beautiful kind of highlighty shade. I usually use it right on the apples of my cheeks, and it's just stunning, absolutely stunning. So I cannot wait to use that. I'm so excited to have this back in my collection. So this is the Skin Full Cover Concealer in the shade Cool Ivory, which I think is about my shade, and this is such a good concealer. I remember this was one of the first concealers that I ever got, and it's just a really, really good one at simultaneously doing a bit of under eye coverage. It's really great at covering those kind of like little imperfections. As you can see, like, I feel like my skin is looking quite good. I've just have a bit of scarring from when I had quite bad breakouts at the start of this month, so I feel like I don't really need a really thick full coverage foundation, but just using little spot concealer everywhere is so great. So very excited to have that back in my collection. Next we have a bit of an iconic one from Bobbi Brown. So these are the Long Wear Cream Shadow Sticks, and I really vividly remember that my mum used to have a really stunning shade in the cream shadow sticks, and I used to sneak upstairs and steal it all the time. The amount of times she'd be like, "You've used my cream shadow stick again, haven't you?" And I'd be like, "No." I absolutely love these. Now what I really like about these is they're basically a kind of one-stop shop. If you're looking for something really simple with regards to your makeup, you're not looking for like overcomplication or, you know, loads and loads of layering of different colors and products, these are for you because they're kind of like a one swipe does all. Now this is in the shade Golden Bronze, which is like a really gorgeous kind of like dark brown color. I'm going to do a swatch of each of these so you can see what they look like. That is absolutely stunning. Look at that shade. That is just gorgeous. Seeing if it will properly focus, but it's like a really gorgeous like bronzy browny color with this stunning shimmer. Like, look at the way it just hits the light. I feel like this actually could create a really lovely Christmas day look. I know I said yesterday that I wasn't in the mood for anything too kind of like sparkly or shimmery, but these I feel like are the perfect kind of in between. They're not like a full sparkle, they're not like a full shimmer eyeshadow, but they just create the most gorgeous little like sheen of shimmer. So this is the shade Golden Amber, which is like a little bit lighter, almost looks like a gingery kind of shade, which might be a little bit festive actually. Oh, that is stunning as well. So we've got the second shade there, which is Golden Amber, which really, it does what it says on the tin, doesn't it? Like, that's the most beautiful gingery ambery color. That is so stunning. I feel like if you've got ginger hair as well, ginger hair blue eyes, that would look absolutely gorgeous. And then the last shade I've got here is Golden Pink, which really sounds like my color. That might have actually been the color that my mum used to have. I definitely recognize this color. Yeah, I actually think this might have been what my mum had. It is! Oh my goodness, this is such a full circle moment for me. But that is the pink shade there, which is just my favorite. I think I might use that one tonight because the theme for the party tonight is red, and even though this isn't quite red, I feel like it's close enough to the theme. It's such a gorgeous pinky shimmery shade, and I feel like that's going to sit so nicely on my lids. I like these as well because they're not too thick. I have used some different kind of like cream sticks in the past that really sat on my eyes, and you guys know what I'm like. I've got really sensitive eyes. I don't like anything too heavy. I don't like my products to be too thick, and these are just the creamiest, loveliest, softest cream shadow sticks I have ever used. So those are the three shades there. Absolutely stunning. Then I have two lipsticks to unbox that I'm really excited about, one of which could really work for the party tonight if I am feeling brave. But the question is, am I feeling brave? And oh my goodness me, just look at the packaging of their lipstick. It's just absolutely stunning. I remember actually as well, I did Bobbi Brown makeup for my prom. I used the makeup artist there and paid for like a full, you know, a look. And I remember it was one of the first times I'd ever used like a proper Bobbi Brown lipstick, and I just felt $1 million. So this is in the shade Metro Red, and look at this. Oh my goodness me, that is a Christmas red if ever I have seen it. Can you see the embossing on the top of the lipstick? I literally don't want to use them because that is just the most stunning embossing I think I have ever seen. That is just such a stunning red, and if I'm feeling brave tonight, that might be what I go for because the theme is the red party, so I feel like everyone's probably going to be wearing red lipstick. But the other one, which is kind of like my comfort blanket, this is Neutral Rose, and I have a feeling that this is going to be a little bit more me. Oh wow, that is gorgeous. Oh, that is just absolutely stunning. The perfect kind of pinky, nudie, rosy colour. I really love my lipsticks to be a little bit more on the pink side when it comes to nudes, and this is like the perfect amount of pink and nude. This is just so gorgeous, and of course we've got the embossing on this one as well. Oh, these lipsticks are a work of art. I literally don't even want to use them. So many exciting things to unbox from Bobbi Brown. I feel like these are just like their hero products, the kind of things that just everyone absolutely loves. So if you're still looking for some Christmas presents, if maybe you're looking for a few stocking fillers, some bits for a beauty lover, I will link all of these down below because these would make such amazing Christmas presents. I would be so thrilled to receive Bobbi Brown under the tree. So I need to start getting myself ready for tonight. And as I said, I wanted to unbox these because I'm definitely going to be using a lot of these products for tonight's makeup look. I'm really excited about tonight, so let's get going.
Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, the leaves are so unchanging. Oh, Christmas tree, oh, Christmas tree, the leaves are so unchanging. Not only green when summer's here, but also when it's cold and drear. Oh, Christmas tree.
Okay, makeup is done and I could not be happier right now. I thought I would just do it as a time lapse because we've chatted through makeup enough as it is, and I feel like especially with regards to like skin makeup, with the kind of technique that I'm using, it's not changing enough to justify keeping on talking you through it. So I thought we'd do a quick time lapse and then I can chat through the new products once it is on. So first of all, the concealer is beautiful. So I did it under eyes and I also did it on my kind of like little imperfections that I've got around my mouth, and it's such a lovely concealer. This is definitely the perfect shade. This is Cool Ivory, so it's a really good color match for me. I've got a little bit of fake tan on at the moment, if you couldn't tell before I started putting on my makeup, because I feel like my face was a completely different color from the rest of my body. And before anyone asks, I do fake tan my face. I don't know what it is. My skin just does not hold tan on my face at all, and I've tried like facial tanners, I've tried oils, I've tried drops, I've tried sprays. Nothing seems to stick on my face, so I always just kind of match my skin color with my foundation. So that concealer was lovely, and I'm obsessed with the, what's this called, the Shimmer Brick Compact. Couldn't remember the name of it. This is absolutely stunning. I was worried it would be a little bit dark for me, but actually it is beautiful. It just creates the loveliest little like shimmer on the apples of your cheeks. It's a really lovely natural highlight, so I'm absolutely obsessed with that. And then with regards to my eyes, of course I had to use the shadow stick, so I used the pink one just on the whole lid, but I felt like it was a little bit light and a little bit not like impactful enough. So I do feel like that will be a perfect one for Christmas Day if you're wanting like an everyday makeup look. But because this is more of a nighttime look, I decided to add the golden bronze shade, and what I did was I smudged it along my lid. So as you can see, I've got quite a thick line because I've kind of just smudged out this a much like darker gorgeous brown shade along my lash line, and then I've kind of pulled it up a little bit, and then of course done my usual liner, and I love the look of it. I feel like it's like my everyday makeup but an evening version, which is what I really like. And I'm not gonna lie, lipsticks, I could not resist trying the natural rose color. It is just absolutely stunning. It's actually a lot matter than I was expecting, but I do quite like it. I feel like it's just a really lovely everyday look. We are going to be eating tonight, so I feel like it's probably best that I go for a matte lipstick, so I don't want it coming off when I'm eating and drinking and talking. It just means that I don't have to like worry about topping up too much. So I am so happy with how the products have turned out and how the makeup look has turned out. I feel like I'm so ready for tonight and feeling very confident. It's a very me makeup look, which is what makes me confident. Now I'm going to do my hair. I know I didn't chat through it with you guys the other day, so I thought I would give you a little bit of a chat through it today because I'm going to be doing my straightener curls again. So I use the GHD Platinum Plus straighteners, and they are just the best straighteners. And I feel like I use different products for like different results. I really love the GHD curve one if I want more like tussled waves, like when I'm out for the day in London. I feel like it works really well. But if I want something a little bit, I feel like the theme of my look tonight is going to be soft glam, and I definitely think that these curls are a little bit softer and a little bit more looks like a Brazilian, not a Brazilian blow dry, looks like a hairdresser blow dry, looks like your hair's been like blown out and stuff like that. I might do a half up half down look as well, because as I mentioned, the theme is reds and I don't really own that much red, so I decided to run out and buy a little red bow. So I'm thinking of doing my notorious half up half down look with the little red bow, because this can be my little pop of red for tonight. So let's get on with hair. So with my hair, I always section it off in 3 because I have such thick hair, and I find that that for me is just the best way to do it. That is how quick the straighteners heat up as well. They are honestly just the best. So I just kind of chuck it out away from my head in a little bun. Always looks a little bit weird, but it doesn't exactly matter. So we've got 2 little space buns there, and then I always start with the bottom section of my hair. Now what I basically do is I try not to keep it too small. Like, I actually think it looks better when you've got quite big sections of hair that you're grabbing, and I literally just twist that bit in my hand a little bit just to kind of bring it all together. Go in with the straightener and I kind of straighten the first half, then when I get to the bottom half of my hair I twist it 180 and then pull down the rest of it. And I do this fairly slowly because I find that the slower you are, the more the curl holds. And then what I tend to do afterwards is just give it a quick little twist just to make sure it stays, and it creates this really lovely little twisty kind of curl. And I just find that it's the most flattering, like really lovely soft curl. So let me show you again. I feel like it's best when you do it like this. So halfway down and then twist 180 and then carry on the other half. And what I also do is kind of twist it out as I'm letting the straightener drop, because otherwise I find that if you kind of just let it drop, sometimes the bottom little section of your hair doesn't get curled and it like sticks out a little bit weirdly. But I just find that this is the best method, and actually I've gotten to a point with my method where I can kind of do this in the space of maybe about 20-25 minutes. Like, I'm really not that long. I'm then going to use the L'Oreal Elnet Extra Strong Hold hairspray, and what I do, I'm not going to spray it now because I don't want to get a mouthful of hairspray, but basically I spray it from underneath. If I just do the tiniest bit, so I just kind of spray like this from underneath and scrunch as the hairspray is setting, because I do find that if you spray from on top, gravity is not in your favor unless you want like the flattest, like longest curls ever. If you're spraying it from above, as the kind of hairspray settles, it's pulling your hair down, whereas if you spray it from underneath, it doesn't settle, falling down. And I find that I'll also at the same time, whilst it's settling, just scrunch it a little bit into my hair, so again gravity doesn't pull it down any further. And I find that that's the best method at making sure my curls stay put for as long as possible without making them like crispy. I don't find that doing this I have to spray loads and loads of hairspray. Just 1 or 2 little sprays is enough for me, and I find that it holds my hair really, really well. So I'm going to do the rest of my hair now and create the loveliest blow-dried look curly curls.
Oh, Christmas tree, such pleasure do you bring me.
And as you can see, we have really curly, really bouncy. I think the best way to describe these is probably Annie waves. You know Annie, the film? That's what it reminds me of. So I'm just going to kind of like leave it for about 10-20 minutes, let my hair settle. I'll then brush it through and do my little like half up, half down. I literally just scrape the top half of my hair up and clip it with my little bow. You'll never actually guess where I picked this bow up from. I was in a little bit of a desperation because I really wanted to find something red for tonight, just in case I wasn't brave enough to do a red lip. But I found this at Claire's Accessories, and I literally felt a billion years old walking through Claire's Accessories. I feel like today's vlog has basically been a trip down 13-year-old me's memory lane with the Bobbi Brown products, the Claire's Accessories. But yeah, it was really, really funny. But found the perfect red bow to put in my hair tonight. So I'm just gonna leave it to settle a little bit for the curls to drop out, and then we can style it up. Got my bow in and I am feeling very, very festive. Look how cute it looks. Oh, it's just absolutely adorable because it's a it's actually a kid's one. I've had to just put a little claw clip underneath, but I don't think you can really see it. So yeah, I'm just hoping that my hair is going to last today because it is so cold outside. I'm really worried that my hair is just going to drop the second I step foot out of the door. I always find that when it's like 1, 0, -1 degrees, my hair does not hold as well. So yeah, that's gonna be fun traveling up to London in this weather, but it'll be fine. I'll be able to keep a nice cozy warm coat on until I get to the event, and I've actually got a car picking me up to take me home, which will be really, really lovely. A lovely bougie way to get home after the event. I've not done my jewellery yet because I kind of want to decide on the outfit first before I style up the jewellery. Although speaking of, I do actually have a couple of new bits that I wanted to show you that have arrived that I might style up for tonight, and then we'll go through outfits, because I wish this was going up in real time, because I really need your help in deciding what to wear, because I'm so undecided about tonight. Sometimes I really struggle when there's a theme, and I know it's going to be more of like a sit down dinner. We're going to have like 3 courses and then drinking, dancing, partying afterwards, so I feel like you need an outfit that can kind of cover all those eventualities. So let me show you the jewellery bits and then we'll style up outfits. Of course, we've got some new in bits from Pandora that I'm so excited to unbox with you. A couple of bits to add to my kind of like everyday stack, and a couple of bits that I might be able to style up beautifully for tonight. Now, if you still haven't finished your Christmas shopping, Pandora is still offering 1 to 2 day delivery, so you should just about still be able to get your pieces in on time. Or if not, I feel like almost every big like shopping centre has a Pandora head in store. There's some really, really gorgeous pieces. What I'll do is I'll leave my gift guides linked down below as well, if you need any inspiration, if you're struggling for maybe like ideas for your loved ones, your sisters, your mums, your girlfriends. There's some really lovely ideas linked down below in my gift guides, but I thought I would show you what I've picked out. Now, first of all, I've got some new earrings, and these are just absolutely adorable. Now, I'm not going to wear them tonight, but I feel like these are perfect little everyday earrings if you're loving studs like me at the moment. Look at how cute these are. I've always said that one of the few things I feel like Pandora are missing are like some gorgeous round kind of pearly studs, and I'm absolutely in love with these. They're just this really gorgeous like silver ball. They are so elegant. I am so in love with them. I feel like these are just the epitome of the coastal grandmother chic. You guys know we love the coastal grandmother chic aesthetic, and I just think these are so perfect. I definitely can see myself getting the wear out of them, especially if you know someone that loves silver. These are absolutely stunning. I don't think they do them in gold, but Pandora, if you're listening, these would be stunning in gold as well. Now, the other pieces that I picked up are a couple of little extra rings. Now, Pandora have redone a ring that I have been in love with for such a long time. I remember it came out maybe in like, I want to say like 2019 in a rose gold colour, and I'm not really the biggest rose gold girl. I'm definitely more of like a silver, occasionally a little bit of gold girl, and they've brought it out in silver, and it is this absolutely stunning daisy ring. Look at that. Oh, it's just the cutest thing I have ever seen, and I'm planning on styling it up on this finger, because you guys know how much I'm loving my first finger ring styling. I feel like it really works with me, and I am just obsessed with the detail that has gone into that ring. It is absolutely stunning. I love the fact that it's like from far away it just looks like a lovely little like band, and that you kind of got, you know, just like a usual, you know, normal little ring on, but then when you come up close, you're like, oh my goodness, it's daisies. It's so cute. So maybe if you know like a garden lover, someone that loves gardening, someone that loves flowers, flower arranging bouquets, this could be a really lovely personal gift. And then the other ring that I picked up that I think will stack so beautifully with this is actually one that I've already got, but I picked it up in another size. You guys know what I'm like with regards to my Pandora jewellery. I love being able to pick up the same thing, stacking it up in different ways, styling it up together. So I've picked up this really gorgeous little kind of like braided ring, and I've picked this up for my ring finger because I thought that these two could pair so beautifully, and I love how that looks. The daisies, and then you've got the small little diamantes on this one. So this one's a little bit more of an evening one, which I think is so beautiful, but I just think they pair absolutely beautifully together, and I think they're going to look so lovely for tonight's event. And what's really exciting at the moment is Pandora actually have an offer on where if you spend over a certain amount of money, I can't remember exactly how much it is, but I'll leave it linked down below, you get a free gift. So I picked this up. I actually picked it up in my mum's size because I thought this could be a really lovely little extra gift for her. So it's this really gorgeous little bangle, and it's got this little snowflake on it. Can you see that? a little snowflake clasp, which is just the cutest thing in the world, and I thought that was a really lovely little additional gift to give my mum. So you can choose like your size, you can choose the colour and things like that. So I just thought that was so lovely, and an extra additional little present that you could give to someone this Christmas. So I will leave a link down below to my favourite Pandora pieces, because there are so many gorgeous ones to shop at the moment. Now, as well as the new Pandora pieces, I also have a new pair of shoes to unbox with you, which are going to be another potential to wear tonight. I feel like I'm so undecided. Normally when it comes to events, I've got like a little bit of an idea of what I want to wear, of what I want like maybe my hair to be, or like my outfit, or just the vibe I'm going for. All I can kind of give you guys is that I just want a soft glam tonight. That's the kind of vibe, and I thought these shoes could be a gorgeous addition to that look. So these are from Rainbow Club, which is a brand that I remember actually, I think I discovered them last year, this time last year, and I picked up those really gorgeous heels with the kind of like pearl detail on them. Oh my goodness me, I loved them last year, and they got in touch and asked if I wanted to receive some new shoes to try this year, and obviously I jumped at the chance. And when I saw these online, I just fell in love. So this stunning little white pointed toe shoe with this little bow that ties around your ankles. They've kind of just like pinned it very beautifully for now, but you tie it around your ankle, create this little organza bow, and oh my goodness, it's so stunning. I just thought these were absolutely gorgeous. Now, Rainbow Club is kind of like a bridal shop, but obviously it doesn't have to be for a wedding, it doesn't have to be for brides, but they do different colors as well. So all of the shoes come in white, but you can get them like dyed a different color. So if you remember the pearl black ones, I got dyed black. You can get them like red, green, gold, so many different colors. So they do bride shoots, they do bridesmaids, mother of the bride, guests, and I absolutely adore them. So when I saw these, I just had to pick them up, and I thought paired with like an all black outfit and a sparkly bag could be absolutely stunning as an option to wear tonight. So I need to put together my outfits. I want to show you the kind of options I've got and the different vibes that we're going to be going for tonight, and then you can help me decide what to wear for the red party. So option number one, I've just put on the rainbow shoes heels, and oh my goodness, they are absolutely stunning. You can see the little organza bow that I've just tied up, and look how gorgeous it is. I definitely think when it comes to heels, a pointed toe suits me best. I think it's just a really easy way of like elongating your leg. It creates such a feminine silhouette, and I love the contrast of the white against the black. I also think these would look beautiful in black if you did want to get them customized, but they are just so stunning. So dress option number one, I've got on my Adriana Papel velvet dress. Now the main reason I'm unsure about this one is because I've already worn it to a party, and I have lots of other options that I'm undecided whether I outfit repeat or go for something new, but I do absolutely love this. It's a really gorgeous dress. It's very flattering. I can easily sit in it. I'll be easily able to eat in it, and it's like nice and warm, because obviously I am going to have to consider that I'm literally having to travel into London, like -2 degrees weather, so we'll have to see how I feel in this, but I do love it paired with the heels. And what I kind of thought would go really nicely is the white of the heels next to the white of the pearls of the necklace, and obviously I wouldn't need to style up many necklaces if I went for this dress, and I really like how my hair looks with this dress. I definitely think I'm just going to be kind of like pushing it back off my face, because I'm going to want to be eating, talking to people and everything like that, so I'm just going to kind of want it as stress-free as possible. And then of course, bag-wise, I think it's no secret I'm going to wear my Cult Gaia, because this is just such a stunning handbag. It looks absolutely beautiful at night. Any kind of flash photography, this shows up really well. So this is outfit option number one. Outfit option number two, this is a really gorgeous dress that you would have seen that I unboxed from Quiz a couple of weeks ago, and I've not actually had the chance to wear it yet, but it is so stunning. My favourite thing about this is the neckline. It's got this really gorgeous like square broken glass, almost like neckline. It does have straps, but I definitely think you could wear it without as like a strapless, because I'm wearing a strapless bra, and like I don't really feel like the straps are actually holding up the dress. I feel like they're kind of just there for show. So if you wanted to, this could easily be a strapless dress. The only thing is I'm not sure if I'm as confident with the straps and like with the open neckline. With my hair pushed back, I kind of feel like I need my hair to come forward a little bit, but maybe that's just a me thing. But I love the silhouette of this dress. The only thing I'm worried about is it's definitely not as comfortable to eat in. It's quite tight and quite figure hugging, but I love the mermaid detail on the skirts, and I've got the rainbow shoes on again, and I really, really love how they look, and I feel like the coat guide bag just works really beautifully because it's all very like silver, white and black, which I think is very monochromatic, very, very classy. And of course we've got the pop of red in the bow. So this is option number 2, another gorgeous option, but just unsure about how comfortable I'm going to be eating. Outfit number 3, and this is actually a little bit of an underdog. I kind of love this. This is coming up one of my favorites. It's very Dior inspired with the belted blazer. So I've just got on a Forever New blazer, which I've belted with an old H&M belt, and I really, really love how it looks with the sparkly skirts underneath. You guys literally sold out this skirt whenever I posted it on Instagram, so I'm not sure if it's available anymore, but I will leave it linked down below anyway, just in case it is. It's a really gorgeous phase 8 number, and I've just changed out of the Rainbow Club shoes and put on my Manolos. I won't lie, I think the Manolos are slightly more comfortable, and because we are going to be doing a lot of dancing, I think these might be the shoe choice of the night, but I do love the Rainbow Club heels as well. I think they're a really gorgeous option, but love how this looks. I think this is just like a really glamorous, maybe a little bit too sophisticated for tonight though is my only problem. I feel like everyone else is going to be going kind of like clubby party vibes, and this might be a little bit too mature is probably the nicest way to put it. I really am 24 going on 54 with some of my outfit choices, but I love this so much. I feel like if I don't wear this tonight, this could be a real contender for like a lovely Christmas lunch or something, maybe a little bit more daytime that you just want to add a little bit of glitz and glam to, because I really, really love how this looks. And ding, 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 I think we might have a winner. This dress is just one of those dresses that is so easy to wear, so understated and yet so sophisticated, and actually it's one of the most affordable dresses I have in my wardrobe. This is a new look number. I think it was less than £30 and I've gotten so much wear out of it already, and the second I've put this on I'm like, yes, this is the one. It's comfortable, it's super stretchy, so I'm going to be able to eat, I'm going to be able to sit, I'm going to be able to dance, but it's also so sophisticated. This off the shoulder detail is absolutely stunning. I love it so much. I actually kind of love it better, but I definitely think we need to dress up with some jewellery. I feel like depending on like who you're going to meet or what the situation calls for, you could leave it really, really like pared back and bare on your neckline, and I love the fact that I can just kind of push my hair back and it looks so sophisticated, and the red bow really does add that pop of sophistication. I quite like as well the red paired with the green shoes. I feel like it's a very festive take. It's like a very classy, understated festive look, and of course the bag glams it up a little bit more. I feel like this is the one for tonight. I feel so confident and so good in this dress. A lot of different brands do similar dresses to this, so I will leave them linked down below if you do want to shop them, if maybe the new look one isn't available or you want to have a look at some other different brand versions of it. But an off the shoulder little black dress is the one for tonight. So I think we can all agree that a dress like this with a neckline like this deserves some gorgeous jewellery to style it up. I just absolutely adore this off the shoulder detail. It's so flattering. I'm not normally one that likes getting my shoulders out, but I feel like it's the kind of like cover, this like little flap over. It's like the fact that it's long sleeves. It's just so demure and elegant. So I'm going to style up some of my favourite Pandora pieces with it. I think I'm going to stick to mainly silver jewellery. I might add a couple of little pops of gold in there, but obviously we've got the silver of the bag, the silver of the shoes, so I feel like that will pair really, really nicely. So of course I'm going to start with the gorgeous daisy ring, and I think I'm going to pair that with the knot ring on this hand. I know that I shouldn't really wear a ring on this finger, but I just love how they look together. But I do really want to wear my favourite ring on my other hand, which is gold. I do think I need a silver version of this because it's just so stunning. It's like this really gorgeous kind of like crisscross over ring, and it's the kind of ring that everyone compliments because it looks like you've like layered and stacked loads of different rings together, and I think it just is so beautiful. Now what else can we pair? I think in terms of my ring finger on this hand, I'm gonna go with two Brilliance rings stacked together because I just love how they look. Look at that stack. That is just absolutely gorgeous. I love that little pop of gold on this hand, but the rest of the silver works so beautifully, and I love how the Brilliance rings stack up. Again, these are from the Pandora Brilliance collection. They're the real diamonds that Pandora do, the lab grown diamonds, so they're really ethically sourced, really beautiful, and actually a lot more affordable than normal mined diamonds. So I'll leave that linked down down below if you still need to do a little bit of Christmas shopping. Now, of course, I have to wear this bangle because this bangle just shimmers in the nightlight. Like, I love it with flash. I always get so many compliments, and I feel like this dress just warrants pearls. So let's style up some pearls together. Pearls and diamonds, pearls and diamonds. So I've got the really gorgeous Diamante tennis bracelet that you would have seen that I unboxed recently, paired up with my favorite pearl bracelet, and then the bangles on this hand are just absolutely stunning. And of course, necklines like this, there is only one thing that I want to wear with it, and that is a pearl necklace. I've got two different pearl necklaces from Pandora. Let me show you both of them. Honestly, my jewelry collection is just spread out over so many. So first of all, we've got the kind of classic one that Pandora did with the Pandora Me, which has got the silver chains, and then we've also got this one, which is a little bit smaller and a little bit daintier, and it has a gold chain with it. But I think in terms of nighttime looks, the bigger pearls work so well. But both of those would make really, really gorgeous Christmas presents if you know anyone that loves pearl jewelry. And how beautiful does that look? Now, I kind of want to style it up a little bit more contemporary. I feel like if you just want that full-on classic look, the pearl necklace is great, but I want to add another chain to it. I did this before actually for a Pandora event, and so many people complimented it, and I really liked how it looked with the dress, and I feel like it just gives a little bit of a more contemporary twist to the necklace. We've styled up the pearls with the chain, and I love how that looks. I feel like it works so well with this neckline. And then of course, earrings, we definitely have to go with the Pandora pearls. How gorgeous do the pieces all look styled together with this dress? Oh my goodness me, I'm absolutely obsessed. I feel like it's really just taking the dress from like 10 to 100. It really helps to elevate it, and you can style it up with so many different pieces of jewelry if you want. I really like the kind of more rounded version of these necklaces, but if you want maybe like a pendant, a diamond, I think would be really beautiful. A choker would also look stunning. You could even actually shorten these necklaces and wear them in a bit more of like a choker kind of style, but I love how they look paired with the pearl earrings. I always get so many compliments on my Pandora pearls, and whenever I tell them that they're freshwater from Pandora, people do not believe me because they just look so expensive. So I'm loving how the jewelry looks styled together. I'm feeling very confident, which I feel like is the main thing that you want to feel before heading to a big party. I think it's going to be so much fun. As I said, I don't really get work parties. I don't get to enjoy like an office party or like office lunches or anything like this. So this is like our opportunity to have a work Christmas dinner, to see my colleagues / other YouTubers, to have a little bit of fun, a few drinks, and a really lovely evening. So I need to go and catch my train in the next 10 minutes. I'm gonna get my shoes on, get my coat, get my bag, and let's get going. Super quick top up of the Bobbi Brown lipstick. I'm definitely going to take this with me in my bag because, oh my goodness, I'm in love with it. I think I found a new favorite lipstick, and I really don't think this is going to move throughout the night, which I think is just my favorite thing ever. And then I've just sprayed my favorite evening perfume. This is the YSL Libra perfume. I absolutely love this. It's one of those that always gets complimented so highly, but it's not necessarily like the most well-known perfume in the world, so people always ask me what it is, and when I tell them YSL Libra, they get very excited. So another one to add to a Christmas list if you are still doing your shopping. It is such a universally liked lipstick. And in terms of final outfit, this is what we are looking like. The shoes, oh, just so gorgeous. Love how they look paired with the bag. And I've just put on my favorite coat at the moment. This is the Forever New coat, and so many of you guys have already shopped it because it really is the perfect day to night coat. It's just this really gorgeous like black kind of pea coat, but it has this like faux fur lining, which is just stunning on the lapels. I absolutely adore it. It is removable as well, so you can just wear this as like a plain black coat. Maybe after Christmas, I feel like the fluffiness is very festive, but maybe in January, not quite the vibe you are going for. But this is the outfit of the night. I'm so excited for the party, feeling very festive. Love the fact that I've got my bow for my little pop of red, and I think it's going to be such a lovely evening. So of course I'm going to take you along with me. Let's get going to the YouTube Red Christmas party.
Christmas time on high, in the morning. In